The brioche stitch is shown here in this section. As you can see, it's made of sort of valleys and ridges. It's very thick compared to most others. Squidgy, also reversible, and therefore perfect for scarves. I'm just going to start off. I've just done a couple of rows of garter stitch here, and I'm just going to show you how to then move on to brioche stitch. What I've got is a multiple of both 3 and 2 stitches, so basically any even number in the 3 times table. Here I've got 18 stitches, which obviously 3 and 2 go into. You have your yarn at the front to start with, and the first thing you do is you slip a stitch purlwise. So that means you go into the first stitch as if to purl, but instead of purling you just slip the stitch off onto the right hand needle. Then you knit 2 together. So you just go up through both of those top stitches and knit those 2 together. And the yarn, because it's at the front, will have to go round the outside of the right hand needle, round the point, in order to complete that K2 tog decrease there. Then you take your yarn from the back so it comes to the front again, and you slip the stitch again. You just go into the top stitch as if to purl, then you just slip it off. Then you do a K2 tog decrease, like so, and you just keep repeating that. So you bring the yarn between the points to the front, slip a stitch and knit 2 together. And again, yarn to the front, slip a stitch purlwise and knit 2 together. Like so. You just carry that on for the rest of the row, and I'll show you the next row in a moment. Right, now I've completed one row of brioche, the first row. The next row you do exactly the same. So make sure the yarn's at the front, slip the first stitch, and then you'll notice that there's a sort of crisscross here where you previously did the yarn over and slip stitch together. So you've just slipped the K2 tog from the previous row. That was the K2 tog stitch, and these are the yarn over and slip stitch from the previous row, and these you just knit together as in the previous row. Makes it a bit easier actually to knit them together because they are bunched up like that. And you repeat, bring the yarn to the front, slip the stitch that was the K2 tog, previous row, and then knit those 2 together. So the single stitches here, those are the ones that are slipped And these two that are sort of crossed, these are the ones that are knitted together. So you just carry that on to the end of the row and keep repeating for each row after that. I'll just do a few more rows now and show you the result. As you can see, I have now done a few rows of brioche, and that's simply repeating yarn over, slip one purlwise and knit two together over and over. Any questions, ask me in the comments.